there's been reports that Julius Randle and his trade value is actually going up. So I heard this, and the minute I saw it, somebody sent it to me, and I just responded, "There is a God," and I just had the hands up emoji because this is exactly what we needed to hear as Knicks fans. And we'll get into a little bit more of what they had to say in this article. And it says this is from Sean Devaney. It says they're better now, quote unquote, the trade value, because they have taken the ball out of his hands more. He has less pressure on him, an executive told Sean Devaney of Heavy.com while analyzing Randle's value and performance this season. He can worry about rebounding and shooting. He does not have to worry about everything. Says the executive added more. He's shooting.
The important parts are coming up, folks.
Yeah, the executive added more. It says he's shooting it better, so that helps. And every time a year comes off that contract, he gets more valuable. So at the end of the year, he might be that much more worth a trade, the executive said. The big thing is defense. That holds him back. And he's kind of taken away from that trade value from what we saw tonight. But hopefully, if he continues to play like we saw when we were able to get that 106-103 victory against the Nuggets, if I'm not mistaken, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, against the Nuggets, his value is going to skyrocket if the only issue is defense. If that's the only issue teams around the league see is his defense, then hey, fix that defense and get him out of here. But other than that, I hope his value can continue to rise because we need to move off of Julius Randle if we're going to see what young guys like Obi Toppin can do. Even RJ Barrett. I think RJ Barrett has, I won't say Julius Randle is the reason RJ hasn't played like a bum, but I don't think Julius Randle's, I don't think Julius Randle out there on the court is helping RJ Barrett in any way, shape, or form. So hopefully he can continue to get better, and then the team, not get better, but continue to play better, both offensively and defensively, so the team can ship him out of town and bring in somebody else to come help this squad.
Yeah, when Keith sent me that article, I was reading, I was like, yep, because we created this thing about trade value because of his last 8 games, him balling Randle. Like, we were like, wow, this is good for his trade value. But I don't know, one general manager who watched the game today could feel comfortable, you know, that part about the defense, the concerns about defense. One thing, like we said, NBA is brutal. You can play great defense and get lit up, but the effort he gave, who wants to bring somebody onto your team like Keith, eloquently said last year, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You just don't know who the hell you're getting game to game. And like I said, one thing is on offense, is he going to go ISO Randle tonight or is he going to play team ball? But how do you trade for somebody with an effort like that on defense, like he showed tonight? That's why I was real happy that he's playing great. Ship him out as fast as you can before he goes south, man.
Yeah, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And what in the article, it says he's shooting it better. I mean, technically, he's shooting it better, but he's shooting 46.1% from the field compared to 41.1% that he shot last year. So technically, he's better, but still not a great field goal percentage. And then from 3, he's shooting 33.3% from the three-point line this season compared to 30.8% from the three-point line last year. So, quote unquote, he's shooting better. If that's all it takes for opposing teams to be willing to engage in trade talks, then fine. Just step it up on defense and, stop it with the bonehead turnovers, man. Every game he has like 2 or 3 boneheaded turnovers, and it's just like, bro, come on. One play he hustled, dove for the ball, even though he's the one that he got it poked away from him. So he was just making up for his own error, but he dived, got the ball, and then tried to pass it again, and it still got intercepted. So he does a lot of boneheaded stuff out there. Hopefully he can figure it out, get us some more victories, and then we can trade him. But you see what he's done in his last 8 games, heading into today's game. He was averaging 24.9 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, 2.9 assists per game, while shooting 49.6% from the field and 40.6% from the three-point line.
Yeah, I do disagree with RJ. RJ's not playing well because of RJ. I'm not going to put any of that on Julius.
I'm not putting it on Julius. I just said he's not helping him.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not putting that on Julius per se. I'm just saying there's nothing in Julius Randle's game that you would say open things up for RJ.
Yeah, but the thing that bothers us is that you would think his assists have gone down dramatically. And, from the MPP, the most improved player year, or the second team, so what's he doing this year? He's averaging 1-to-1 ratio, 3.2 assists to 3.1 turnovers. That's not winning basketball.
No, so, but don't say it too loud, Foxy. Maybe other teams don't notice that, and they'll still reach out to folks, trade.
Take him. He's wonderful. He's great in the locker room. He's the first one in the locker room after a game.
Yeah, he beelines into the locker room. He got to go meditate, I guess, or something.
Yeah, I guess the last game, the guy couldn't go travel with him, his meditation consultant.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll figure out something to do with Julius Randle, because I don't think he's the long-term answer for this Knicks team. I think we need to move on from him, see if we can get some draft compensation or some players, some young players that can factor into our long-term future. But I think right now, continuing to try and build around Julius Randle and trying to make this work with Julius Randle and Tom Thibodeau just is clearly not the route we should be heading in.
And also, like we said, that he's terrible in the paint. He has to get his points from outside. He's like RJ. If he gets too close, he gets blocked. Yeah, and there's guards blocking him, which is embarrassing, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And, there's times where it looks like he actually has hops so he can get up, make some dunks. And then other times, it's like he can't leave his feet. Can't get up enough to actually make an athletic move to the basket.
And you see him in the middle of a possession lose confidence. If he doesn't go up on the set, do the first head fake and doesn't go up for a shot, then he's lost his confidence. Then it's 1, 2. All right, how do I get rid of the ball? Here comes a turnover. Here me giving the ball to somebody with 3 seconds left on the 24-second clock. They'll put up a bad shot that doesn't reflect in the box score. So there's so many things. He doesn't box out. So we see, like we said, folks, today, 22 offensive rebounds the Phoenix Suns have. How the hell does that happen? Yeah. That happens when you don't box out and you don't fight for the ball.
They had almost half of our total rebound count and just offensive rebounds. We had 39 for the game, and they had 22 offensive.
Exactly.
That's nuts.
Yeah, but like I said also that there was a 30-point difference in threes. We hit 7 and they hit 17. So 10 times 3 is 30 points. You're going to lose every time.
It's definitely hard to win like that.